Okay, so the problem I have talks about her having a $3,000 deposit and she's able to get interest on it at 5%. All right, and the problem is talking about inflation and interest. And there's a formula that it gives you, which is that the real interest rate is equal to the nominal rate minus inflation rate. All right? So I know for a fact that her income is always, always, always only going to grow by 5%. Right? Because it doesn't ask me what her real interest rate is for. So as she deposits $3,000 into the bank at a rate of 5%, and think of it just being a tax, you're going to take the amount times 1 plus R, which is going to tell me that she's going to end up with $3,150 if the rate was 5%. Right, so if it's 5%, that 5% gets turned into 1.5. So I have 3,000 times 1.05, which equals $3,150. It tells me that during this time period, the inflation rate was equal to 0, which means that the price of the book before we started was $10. The price without inflation is just $10. So to calculate her purchasing power, you're going to divide her income by the number of books. So 3,150 divided by 10 gives me 315. Because there was 0% inflation, prices did not rise, and her income did go up by the interest rate, she actually has more purchasing power. She can buy more stuff. Right? She can buy 315 books. Under the next scenario, it tells me that the inflation rate is going to be equal to 5%. Right? If her inflation rate is equal to 5% and her income goes up, it still goes up the normal 5%, right, from the nominal interest rate. So I know her income is going to stay at $3,150. All right, but the price of the book is going to change. The price of the book was equal to 10 before. Now the price of the book is going to go up by 5%. To show that increase in the price of the book, you're going to take 10 times 1.05. Same thing we did here when we showed a 5% increase, just like with taxes. You're going to show a 5% increase, which means that the new price of the book is equal to $10.50. So if her income is $3,150, you're going to divide it by 10.5. That's online. It's online.
I know.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of time to write stuff like that.
Okay, hold on. You got your computer with you? Okay. Yep. All right. I'll walk through where to get it again. All right, so it's 3,150 divided by the new price of 10.50, which is going to tell you that she gets exactly 300 novels, which makes sense because her income rose by 5% and prices rose by 5%. So she's really just sort of net zero, right? The next one tells you that the inflation rate, by now you should kind of see the pattern, is 8%. So her income is going to stay the same. Income is going to be equal to 3,150 because I know that her income rose by 5% in every one of these problems. However, the price of the book was 10. Now it's going to increase by 8%, which means the new price of the book is going to be 10 times 1.08, which equals 1080. And then I'm going to have her old income, 3,150, divided by 10.80, which is going to give me 291.6. But here, they told you to round down, so it's just 291.